Hello, Antonio Neal here, and now that we're 7 days into daily monologues, I thought I should actually come out on here and say why I want to be an actor instead of just expecting support for no reason, you know. Um, so what's my story for real? There's three major reasons that I want to go into acting. The first reason was, well, initially the whole reason I started acting was I just really liked performing and being on stage, and it always felt like something I could do in spite of my disability. So when I was born with cataracts, right? And I had to get them removed so I could see. But after having three removal surgeries, my eyes developed glaucoma and nystagmus. So nystagmus is a stigmatism that causes my eyes to shake. So if I don't focus to keep them steady, they'll shake or just be a little weird. And then glaucoma is a degenerative eye disease that starts on the peripheral of your vision. Like right here, I cannot see my finger, from my eyes. I can see it in the camera, obviously. And so it starts in peripheral vision and it closes in so till you lose your sight completely. Right now, I have sight. Right. Last time I checked, it was 20/80 in my right eye, 20/250 in my left, and so I have eye drops and stuff, so I can not lose my vision completely, but it's still steadily declining over the years. That's just how the disease works. There's nothing I can do about it, but I keep it pushing. And as a kid growing up, I didn't really like going outside. I didn't really like running around doing much sports besides something like basketball, which is funny because I really couldn't see the hoop. Um, but I never felt like playing outside with other kids because other kids would be doing stuff that I couldn't see. Um, so I never really enjoyed it. So I spent most of my time inside watching anime, playing video games, spending time with my mother, my father, my sisters, my brother. And so I spent a lot of time watching movies and cartoons and TV shows and YouTube. And I always felt like a call to do those things. Like when I was really little, I was a big Michael Jackson fan. Mind you, he died, I was 2.5 years old. But I cried like I knew him since the 80s. I don't know. You could ask my mom, she'd tell you I came out the womb singing Michael Jackson. Kept the entire NICU entertained. um, so I always had this love for performance. When I was in third grade, I joined choir. And now as a freshman in college, I'm still doing it to this day. In fifth grade, when I turned 10, was that fifth grade? Well, I think that was fourth grade. When I turned 10, I started a YouTube channel, and it's cringy now. If you're watching this on YouTube or if you go to my link tree, you can go to it and see all the old cringy videos I have on there. But it's proof of my love of performance. And so in seventh grade, I decided to join the drama club after not really liking to do band anymore because I couldn't see far enough to read the music while playing the instrument. I played a euphonium. Um, and it really clicked for me. That was just an improv show, but it really I don't know. I just felt like that was where I was meant to be, was on that stage. And it's a little thing, but I won best actor for the seventh grade yearbook. And that kind of really spurred me into continuing, was that first vote of confidence. And we did a whole improv competition and I got first place with my group. And I was like, oh my goodness, I love to act. This is so fun. And it stemmed from there. So after COVID hit, spring break, it was seventh grade, COVID hit. Eighth grade online, freshman year, ran cross country for the fall play. But when the winter play for Christmas came along, I was like, I want to get back into theater. So I did. And this was my first real play. Twas the opening night before Christmas. And my love for theater just exploded after that. Mind you, in seventh grade, that's when I found Hamilton. That's what really got me into acting. It was literally the opening song, Alexander Hamilton. My social studies teacher and my friends were like, oh yeah, you should listen to Hamilton. It's a really good musical. And I was like, okay. And so I was a big Disney kid. I loved the Disney movies. I loved Steven Universe. I loved Hamilton in seventh grade when I found it. So musical kept piling on. I always loved to sing. I always loved to dance. I always loved to put on a show. I always ran around in costumes as a kid. It was I was always that performative type of kid. And it really felt as though my disability couldn't stop me from performing, like it could stop me from playing basketball the way I wanted because I love to play basketball at the same time. And so I latched onto it, and I latched onto performance as a whole, singing, acting. Even though I dropped the euphonium, I did pick up piano my senior year. And though I'm like, just a beginner now, one day I hope to grow to be a really good piano player. Um, and it really like just that's why I pursue acting now. It's just like a home for me. And the thing with my vision is I can still read, so anything that would hold me back from reading my script like on stage is something I can easily fix by just memorizing those lines. So like when I did that just so my vision wouldn't hinder my fellow actors, I started getting praised for memorizing things so quickly. And I was like, well, I kind of have to. So it's like not a big thing, but like I just fell in love with theater. And everyone's so accommodating, at least for where I've been. Glow tape backstage, glow tape on set pieces so I wouldn't fall. Fellow actors making sure I didn't bump into anything backstage. And it just felt like a place where I could meet people and I could thrive as a person and really be myself and like not be hindered. And that really like just is why I continue to pursue it. My second reason is, well, I feel like it's so arrogant or cocky to say that I feel like I'm really good at it and I feel like I have like some talent, some skill, some gift to it. But I don't know. It's like my monologue today was Matthew's testimony. And performance has always felt like a way for me to connect to God. And it felt like he gave me these gifts so I could use them to connect more people to God. And that belief really grew stronger after I turned 19. Because when I turned 19, I spent that weekend at a Bible study prayer retreat where I spent like 3 hours in silence praying to God, just talking and like listening, like in my head, watching over a lake. And like that night, I had a dream where it sounds so weird to say, but I had a dream where God was telling me to perform and continue to chase acting and performance and to like use whatever space I get to spread his love and be like a happy person, because in every cast, there might be some drama, there might be some people who like feel left out, and I always strive to be the person in the cast, even if I'm the new person in the cast, to reach out to someone and make sure, like, or at least try to make sure everyone has a good time or has fun. um so I don't know, I really feel like that's what I was like put here to do as a person, is to spread the joy and the love and like just help and connect to other people so that they feel less alone in the world. And one way I can do that, the main way I can do that, is by performance and connecting. I want to make people smile. I want to be what other actors were for me when I was a young child who felt left out, who felt like he couldn't do it. I watched my screen and I saw these actors perform amazing roles. I saw these voice actors bring characters to life that made me feel as if I were not, useless because of my disability. Like I wasn't at a disadvantage. Like if I kept trying, like Rock Lee, if I kept trying, I could push through it, and I could be something great. And I want to be that for someone else. I want to inspire people to chase their dreams like people inspired me to chase their dreams. And my third big reason is I'm Afro Latino. My mother's Puerto Rican, my father's black, right? A descendant of slaves. So as a African American, you got a lot of representation on that side. Puerto Ricans don't have much representation for real. Shout out Lin-Manuel Miranda for bringing out some. And then just biracial people and like Afro Latinos as a whole, they don't really get a lot of representation. So I want to be the representation I never really saw as a kid. Because like my first time seeing an Afro Latino character was watching Ultimate Spider-Man and seeing Miles Morales as the exact same mix as me. And I remember being so excited when that came on my screen as a kid. And when the Spider-Verse movies came out, because it was finally a character who didn't just look like me in my blackness, but also matched me in my heritage. And I can't imagine how many Afro-Latino kids are out there wishing they had more representation than just Spider-Man. And I want to be someone to bring the representation, but not just to Afro Latino communities, to like the blind community. Cause like a lot of times in media, when you see someone who is visually impaired who is blind, it's either like a Velma situation where they're like, my glasses, ooh, ooh, my lords, whew, I almost had a hiccup there. My glasses, I can't see without my glasses. Or it's like a Daredevil type situation with all the heightened senses. And it's like, I don't know. It's like I never felt seen, ironically, by any like blind character in media, aside from my girl Toph, because like her disability didn't hold her back. She found a way to work around it. But again, that's another case of the super blind. Um, so like I just want to be like a regular guy who can't see too well. Well, like I don't know. I just want to bring the representation I didn't see for my disability or for my biracialness out to kids who are like me, who like kids who think that because they're legally blind, they can't go out there and follow their dreams or play their sport. Kids who don't see a lot of Afro Latino representation because, like, it's just not very prevalent. Like, Afro Latino is a common mix, but, like, not really out there for real. Like, a lot of actors, if they're very black passing like me, they'll just be playing fully black characters. Um, so, just want to, like, I want to be the change I want to see in the world, and I also want to be the good that I saw growing up in the world. And those are my main reasons for becoming an actor. So to sum it up, it's because my disability doesn't hold me back, and I really feel at home and myself on stage. I want to be a positive light in the world to make people feel better and spread connections and spread love and spread the word of God. And I want to be the representation that I never saw as a kid. So those are my three big reasons for wanting to be an actor. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll respond. Thank you again for everybody who has supported me so far and everybody who will support me in the future. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.